Welcome back, guys. Today's topic is short. It's the production possibility curve, or sometimes called the production possibility frontier, PPC or PPF. Remember, it's always good to start with a definition. It shows you your maximum possible output combination of two goods and services an economy can achieve when all resources are fully and efficiently employed. Now that is a long definition. Let's try to break it down to understand it better. I'm going to break it down for you to three parts. Part 1, maximum possible output. Now, here you're trying to look at where your country can produce at maximum. Part 2, two goods and services. Your PPC will only reflect two goods and services. Even though your country can produce a multitude, we're only looking at two. And part 3, resources. Resources that are fully and efficiently employed. What are your resources? Land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Any of your resources can be categorized into these four categories. Great. Now that we learned the definition, let's try to look at the diagram. This is what it looks like. The curve is concave to the origin. And now we need to match our definition to the diagram. We looked at three parts. First part, maximum possible output. That represents the curve here. Second part, two goods and services. That represents the axis, which shows you good A and good B. You can change this to whatever you want. It can be capital goods, it can be consumer goods, it can be wine, it can be pizza, whatever you want to change it to, but just two goods. And part 3, resources. This area over here represents your resources. Now, if you produce at point A or B, it indicates that you are producing at maximum because you're producing on the PPC. If you produce within the PPC, which is at point C, here it indicates that you're not producing at maximum possible output. It means that you have some resources that are unemployed. A good example, take a look around you. Look at what the coronavirus has done. It has shut down industries. It has made people unemployed. Factories have shut down. Resources are not being utilized at maximum. Currently the world is at point C. We're not utilizing all our resources efficiently. Point D. This is unattainable at the moment. So like I said, our resources are only this much. We cannot achieve anything more than what we have. One more point to look at, a shift from point A to point B. This reflects opportunity cost because you are giving up 50 of good A to have an additional 20 of good B. Remind yourself of opportunity cost. It is your next best alternative foregone. So you have forwent good A in order to increase production of good B. Great. One last thing to the curve, a shift outwards. Now, it is quite possible for your PPC to shift outwards. This may be for a few different reasons. Firstly, a shift outwards will indicate economic growth. Think of your definition of economic growth is measured by your GDP, which is your output. So in this case, your output is increasing, which shows you're gaining economic growth. This can happen for three reasons. Reason 1, discovery of new resources. If you've discovered new resources, for example, you find an oil mine in your country, now you can produce more. Your output will shift outwards. This even happens in Sri Lanka where there's land reclamation and they built Port City out of it, where now you have more resources, you can produce more buildings will come up, more services will start, your PPC will shift outwards. Then the second one, technology. Take for example a sheet of fabric and you're able to cut 2 t-shirts out of it. If someone comes in and says, I have now made a pattern cutter that you can use to cut out 3 t-shirts, because now it's more efficient. There, you've got a shift in your PPC. The last one, education and training. If people are more skilled, they're more productive, they can produce more with the same input. With the same amount of labor, you can produce way more output. Again, shifting your PPC outwards. That is it for your PPC. If you have any questions on it, again, drop me a comment and I will be happy to answer it for you. Any other videos that you'd like to check out, comment below. I'll cover it for you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. For more videos that will help you pass your exam, follow my YouTube channel, and of course for updates, follow me on Instagram. It should appear right here. Let's make learning fun.